welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunthill Bridge in the state. And as things get real.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guards. And it's Thompson in at center. And for Dallas, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3 spot. Now here's Kleba. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Hardaway. A 19-foot shot. Offensive rebound Mavericks. And Thompson sends it back.
But Thompson is a more than capable defender. He has excellent length. And he just have to swat away shots.
And here's Boston. Walker in the post. Guarded by Doncic. Shots good by Walker. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Just too physical, Smart, shedding the defense and finishing strong.
Hardaway kicks to Kleba. Porzingis passes to Doncic. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now here's Thompson. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Doncic. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
Yeah, he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere. And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told him, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision, but he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Walker dishes to Thompson. Back to Walker. Fires for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Walker's got 7 points in the game. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Nash sounding like a future GM.
Boston making some changes. Robert Williams is checked in for Thompson. And Fournier subbed in for Kemba Walker. Outside, Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple.
This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Tatum kicks to Fournier. Round the pass to Tatum. The shot, no good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. Down low, Finney Smith. Some solid defense from Brown.
They say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
A nice shot by Tatum.
I mean, it's amazing. Scouts were worried that Tatum would be a streaky spot-up shooter, but you see the perfect form.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Now he's checked in for Porzingis. Nicolo Melli comes in for Maxi Kleba. Josh Richardson's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Doncic. He's got 9. That one goes in.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Pritchard passes to Williams. Brown outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
A determining ground ceiling. I mean, how good of an outside shooter can he become? I mean, to me, that's the only question. But he may have already exceeded expectations.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Doncic kicks to Brunson. Now Doncic. He's got 13. Brunson scanning the floor. Second shot opportunity. He takes it up and lays it in.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Williams passes the ball, and he wheels that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And Brown is a reliable threat for mid-range. I mean, effortlessly rising up to the nice-looking shape.
Here's Brunson. Rebounded by the Celtics. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Brown, good.
Oh, he's got it rolling this quarter, taking it on himself to guide their offense.
The Mavericks have gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting about 50% here tonight. Here's Doncic. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Fournier. No points in the game yet for him. Williams, that's good.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all we can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Doncic. Here's Brunson. Poked away. And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. Celtics out in front. They lead by 2. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
The defense spinning in circles. Hard to cover all that ground.
On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. Williams is out there with Thompson. And there's Kemba Walker. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Pritchard in at the shooting guard position. Doncic bounce pass. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good break for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Mavericks trail by 4. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Brunson against Fournier. From deep, Richardson, and Tatum pulls it down. Boston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Smart, wide open, he fires. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's how you build confidence in your shot. Smart, able to set his feet off the catch and shoot.
Smart against Richardson. Clock at 6. Tries it from 19. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Doncic has got 4 points in the quarter.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Doncic. Hardaway is subbed in for Jalen Brunson.
And with the Celtics entering that win-now mode last season, the acquisition of Walker just made too much sense.
Yeah, he's a proven winner. Dating back to college, Walker's made a ton of clutch shots in his career. GA, as long as he's in Boston, we have plenty of opportunities to continue that.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
For Boston, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
For a player who won a national championship in college and has been outstanding since coming into the NBA, Walker may still rate as one of the game's more underappreciated players.
And here's Boston. They're on a 13-4 run to the inside. Fournier, and he converts the layup. Fournier's got the lead up to 13 now for Boston.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Richardson attacking. A second chance effort. And the rejection by Tatum. For the three. Doesn't go that time. And the Celtics going the other way now. Count the basket.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
And the Mavericks call time here.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
And yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
Boston making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Thompson. Williams comes in for Fournier. And Jaylen Brown subbed in for Kemba Walker. It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by Smart. Williams with the steal. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. And that one, good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And Porzingis, here we go. A beautiful reverse layup. Porzingis has got his second bucket of the night.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. That's going to send Marcus Smart to the line. That one on Richardson. Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Nelly is checked in for Porzingis, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Richardson.
At 6'4", 220 pounds, Marcus Smart might be the most physically imposing point guard in the league, especially with his fiery approach to the game.
Pass to Kleba. Shot clock at 6. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
That has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Smart passes to Williams. Back to Smart. And here's Brown outside. But they'll get another chance. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Here's Doncic. And it's Dallas with another.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
Pass to Williams. To the paint. Celtics passing it around. Smart passes to Williams. To the middle. Over Kleba. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Mavericks trail by 13. Outside Hardaway. Now the dish to Doncic. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
You're exactly right. I mean, that's the kind of shot you're trying to work for at the offensive end.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Traps in the tray. Doncic has got 11 here in this quarter alone. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Williams with 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Oh, nice look there from Smart. Finding an open man.
And here's Doncic. He's got 26. Pass to Finney Smith. Latrey. And Hardaway Jr. is good for three. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a nut.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports. And Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and the guys are hitting their shots.
Reba is the four with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. So that's who Rick Carlisle starts the second half.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Nice shot by Smart.
Impressive ball handling from Tatum. I mean, it attracts the other team's focus and then finds the open man.
Doncic with it. Here's the floater. He lays it in. Doncic has got 28.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Thompson left side. And the shot is good.
Efficiency. I mean, that's an area where Walker has improved. Don't need to force it. Keep your eyes up. Make the right basketball play.
Doncic looking it over. Now here's Walker. 13 points in the game. Lets it go from 11. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Finney Smith. He's covered by Brown. Finney Smith kicks to Doncic. Over Tatum. Rebound Boston. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Going around, and the layup good by Tatum. Tatum's got 8.
Savvy move by Tatum. He's not just running the floor. He's running with the purpose of exploiting a defensive weakness.
And the Mavericks call time here. I'm sure you've got a list great of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey of greatness, all the while he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Outside, Porzingis. There's the pass to Brunson. Out to Doncic. Pass to Brunson. Offline with his 3. Celtics leading by 14. Thompson passes to Fournier. Here's Pritchard. Sinks the triple.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements. Doncic outside. That one good for 2. Doncic has got 32 points.
It's too bad the scoring hasn't been contagious. Maybe in much better shape than a few of their other guys who picked up some slack.
And here's Walker outside. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They trail by 18. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Austin also with the sub. Williams is checked in for Tristan Thompson.
You gotta love the decision making from Willie Cauley Stein. I mean, aware he must keep improving his passing.
Tatum on the wing. And the 3 off target. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Richardson kicks for Brunson. Fournier pulls it down. Celtics leading by 16. Right side Tatum. Inside. And it's Williams throwing it down.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Doncic has got 11 points in just the second half. And it's Walker penetrating, and the shot goes down. And the Celtics lead by 17.
You love how Walker just attacks the opening, feasting on any lane that D gives him.
Doncic outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's ramped up this game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. A different look for Dallas. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Willie Cauley Stein. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Richardson. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. Walker the pass to Williams. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Fast break Dallas. Fournier against Doncic. Here's Kleber. Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Kleber's got his first basket of the night.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
Shot's good by Walker.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Mavericks trail by 14. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Brunson kicks to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Tatum passes to Williams. Back to Tatum. And so it looks like the Celtics will be taking possession here. Walker finds Tatum. Off target from three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Celtics lead by 12. And we'll get going. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. On the floor for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Fournier out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Williams at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Smart dishes to Williams. Brown the pass to Williams. They kick out to Brown. Trying to shoot. 2 pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, It's a big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Dallas calls timeout. Boston making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. He has a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I heard Rick Carlisle during that last break talking with the team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me. And show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish. And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his fourth season.
Oh yeah, it didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started. Tatum has a good feel for catching defenders off balance. I mean, let's see what he can do at the line.
And he nails the third.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. There's the three. Hands it from downtown.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor. That's a quality all great scorers have.
It's Smart with the drive. The shot by Thompson, no good. Mavericks trail by 9. That one drops one. Finney-Smith's got his first bucket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Tatum, and slam dunk by Tatum.
And going right to the rim. Love the attack mindset and the ability to finish strong.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Doncic outside. And Doncic throws it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Fournier finds Smart. Back to Fournier. Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Thompson. Nice shot by Smart.
And I love Smart pressing his advantage on the interior.
Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Kleba. Doncic outside. All good with the triple.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Fournier gets a wide open look. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
Doncic against Smart. That's an Minnesota lead is cut to just 9 points on the basket from Doncic.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, Jason Tatum.
And he's put on a terrific show of skill in the paint. A combination of moves, footwork, and that soft touch down low. It's all added up to one dominant performance for the big fella.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. The pass to Finney-Smith. This one for 3. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night. And Walker kicks to Thompson. Tatum wide open. He fires one. And it's busted with another.
Look at that smooth release. A follow through. I tell you what, Tatum shoots a rhythm. Effortless.
To the inside. Cleveland. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the win.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but defensively, neither side has been able to adjust, and that is reflected in the score.
The three from Tatum. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
Another one from Tatum. I mean, boy, this kid, he's cooking at the offense.
A pass to Porzingis, and he lays in the alley-oop.
A nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. And it's Walker penetrating. Thompson left side. Smart passes to Walker. Back to Smart. Walker dishes to Smart. A three from Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for all. And how about the vision there for Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
On kicks to Thompson. Tatum, that's for 2. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
This is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great finish.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
Here's Cleveland, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Kemba Walker picks one up. Gets the first, and that brings them within single digits. A different look for Dallas. Reddick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Trey Brooks subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Then for the Celtics, Jabari Parker's checked in for Jason Tatum. Jimmy Ojeleye comes in for Jaylen Brown. And it's Neesmith in for Kemba Walker. And that one's good. Parker.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game. A sustained effort across the board.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Doncic from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 53.
And I love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
So we see Boston get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.